podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
People, that was supposed to be a drum roll. Welcome to another episode of Car Diaries. I believe this is episode 11. The sun is shining. I've just left the gym. I'm in a great mood. It's been an incredibly busy last few days, but that's good. That's good. I have to keep reminding myself sometimes, especially when I moan that I'm so busy, I don't get to see friends, I don't get to chill out. I have to keep reminding myself that this is what I wanted. This is what I asked for. This is what I prayed for. And God has simply answered my prayers. So God, I'm not complaining. Like, keep me busy. But yeah, it has been busy. I just need to get the balance right, because there is a balance between overworking and not seeing family, friends, the missus, loved ones, etc. So I do need to keep that balance right. And sometimes I feel like I get that balance so wrong. But yeah, it has been a busy few days. Before I tell you what I've been up to, I do have something that I want you guys to all sign up for. It's my newsletter. I have my own newsletter at the moment. It's better than that. I keep calling it a newsletter because that's the name of it, but it's so much better than that. I'm working with a guy called Phil and a good friend of mine, Andrew Spence, and they put together this newsletter which keeps you up to date with everything I'm doing, all my whereabouts, everything I'm up to during the week, all my videos, because I do get up to quite a lot. A lot of things I do you guys don't know, but this newsletter will let you know everything I'm doing. So not just obviously what I do with DAZN, what I do with TalkSport, what I'm doing for my mental health, which is super important. Yeah, everything basically. So, but the link to the newsletter is in the description below. Sign up. Obviously it's free. Sign up. There is going to be some competitions, some prizes as well, like giveaways, tickets, gloves, etc. And final thing on this, I am doing like a live show. So the Green Chair is going on tour, which I'm very excited about. The first show, I believe, is September 4th, London. So it's going to be me and a few big guests. I say big guests, I have no idea what guest, but they got to be big, obviously. They got to be bigger than me. And if they're bigger than me, they might be quite big. All right, what have I been up to? So I did the National League final yesterday at Wembley Stadium. 52,000 were in there. I don't know if you guys, especially people that follow this channel abroad, but the football system over here has a pyramid. So obviously the main league is the Premier League, then it goes Championship, League One, League Two, then National League. And what you've got in the National League is some really big teams that used to be in the Premier League, which is crazy. So yesterday it was the final between Oldham and Southend. Oldham used to be in the Premier League, and Oldham won it 3-2 in extra time. Fantastic game. But for me, it was really good experience to do more football, live football in a stadium. Obviously I go to the Club World Cup next week, so that experience of doing that game before going to the Club World Cup is fantastic. So yeah, we did that. It's been a busy week on TalkSport, which I love because I do it with Rory Jennings, and Rory Jennings is crazy, so I love doing that. This week is ridiculously busy. I'm going to quickly tell you what this week is. So this week, today being Monday, if you're watching this, we have TalkSport in the evening, so it's actually not that busy. TalkSport in the evening. Tomorrow though, we have TalkSport in the morning. I then go to Sheffield to wrap up this new sponsor for the channel, which I'm obviously very excited about. And then we come back and it's the Ariel and Ade show in the evening. Is this bus stopping? Is this bus no indicator? Are you stopping, bus? He now indicates. Yeah, Ariel and Ade in the evening. I'm also doing a couple of sit-down interviews with some journalists regarding the Club World Cup. That's easy. Wednesday, what am I doing Wednesday? Wednesday, I'm doing a sit-down interview for DAZN in the morning, TalkSport in the evening. Thursday, TalkSport, and there's something else I'm missing, which I need to remember. Friday, we go to Ipswich, Portman Road for the weigh-ins. I don't know if they're at Portman Road, but we go for the weigh-ins. Then we come back on Friday evening to do my TalkSport show called Transfer Insiders, which I will be doing most days 7 till 10. Obviously days that I'm in the country. Saturday, fight night, which will be fun. Ipswich. And Sunday, what am I doing on Sunday? Sunday I'm doing something and I forgot. Sunday I'm doing a show called, bloody hell, the Sunday session on TalkSport. Me and former Arsenal midfielder Perry Groves. Bloody hell, I feel like the cat's got my tongue. I can't even speak right now. So yeah, that's my week. So busy week, but again, look, it's what I asked for. I can't complain. All right, some boxing. What happened over the weekend? Caleb Plant lost. Disappointing. Darius Fulgham lost. Disappointing. Got beat by Bektamir Melokuziev. That was always going to be a 50-50 fight, so there's no shame in that loss. He'll come back again. As for Caleb Plant, obviously everyone wanted the Jamal Charlo fight. Jamal Charlo is back. He won. I don't know if you still just do it. Like, do you just say, fuck it, let's just roll to it? Or has that defeat maybe, I don't know, took the edge off it? I don't know. But it's great to see Jamal Charlo back. He's been going through some stuff mentally. And it's good to see him just smiling. And he looked pretty sharp as well for a guy that's not really been busy in the last 5 years. So happy to see him get the win. Khalil Ko, big win for him as well in Mexico. A very good light heavyweight. Watch out for him. That was a bit of a revenge mission. He lost to the same guy, I think about 6 months ago. And he got it all together again. And it was one-way traffic, actually. He looked so much better than he did before. So yeah, happy for him as well. All right, what I want to talk about, well, we're 6 minutes in. I'm only talking about it now. Can I go, or is this ticket territory? I think this is ticket territory. Jesus Christ. In London, you can't drive in London without getting a bloody ticket. It's almost like part and parcel. Is this straight? Thank goodness. Yeah, what I want to talk about is perseverance. Perseverance and the ability to push through. This is very, very important. Let's go. And this is a difficult conversation, and I want to be very open and honest about this conversation, because although I'm telling you these things, perseverance and push through, I know sometimes you're just not in that frame of mind to push through. Like, there are some times where I just want to not push through. It's just me being honest. There are some times I'm like, nah, I just want to shut it right down. There are times, yeah, and right now I'm getting to the point where my career is starting to go like this, but there are times where I sit down and think, we've made enough money. I'm not a millionaire. We've made enough money. Fuck it, I'm going to Cuba and I'm stopping. I'm not joking. That thought crosses my mind at least once a week, where, like, you know what? Fuck this rat race. I'm gonna go to Cuba, me and the missus, and we are coming, like, just get rid of all the stress. Like, get rid of everything. But then I'm like, well, one second, we've set goals. I've set goals, I'm very ambitious, and those goals have yet to have been achieved. So yeah, I've got to continually push through. So every time that thought does come up, I'm like, no, we've got goals. But that still could happen, by the way, in the next 3 or 4 years. But yeah, perseverance and pushing through is so important. Like, it's also so difficult, but what's on the other side of not pushing through is regret, failure, disappointment, and all those things, unfortunately, sometimes equal hardships and financial problems. So that's on the other side of not pushing through. So sometimes that's kind of what's got to be up here. Okay, if I don't push through, what happens? So before you even talk about what happens if I do push through, and we'll get to that, what happens if I don't push through? And again, it's regret, and you will have regret, trust me, you will. It's regret. It's, if you are, a family man, it's, sometimes you've got to be hard on yourself, saying, okay, I've let my family down. And you're gonna encounter some financial problems. It's, sometimes you just got to be very open and honest and truthful to it. Like, get rid of all the bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to do that. Like, we seem now to be in this very, I don't know if it's a soft world, but sometimes you just gotta fucking roll your sleeves up and get on with it. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes. And again, I understand that can be quite difficult. And some people don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. Sometimes you just got to roll your sleeves up and get on with it. All right, so let's talk about the other side of pushing through. The other side is just, when I push through with something, whether it be a task that I didn't want to do, whether it be a lift in the gym, whether it be a gig that I didn't want to do. You know how many times, where my agents called me and said, okay, someone's reached out and they want you to do this. And it's out of my comfort zone. And I'm like, I say yes because I'm a greedy motherfucker and I want the money. But deep down, I'm like, oh my God. The regret of saying yes is just, sometimes I'm even going to these events wishing the event would be cancelled. I'm thinking I can't do this. But then that feeling of not just doing it, but knocking it out of the park. Like the National League is a great example. So I did the National League final, as you guys know, yesterday. I know nothing. I've been screaming at my agent, I need football, like literally screaming. I know nothing about the National League. And so I had to, this guy letting me go, just go, mate, bloody hell. I know nothing about the National League. So I had to study my ass off. But that feeling of actually knocking it out of the park, and if I didn't do it, the regret I would have had for not doing it would have been sort of, I don't know, that would have played on my head for a long time. So yeah, on the other side of pushing through is those wins. Could be a financial win, could be something mental, but it's the win. That feeling is just, oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, try and push through, man. Try and push through. And sometimes, I always used to think of this, like, there are many barriers put in front of us, right? And everyone's like, you got to continually climb over the barriers. No. Sometimes you got to fucking push through and knock the barrier down. Like, it isn't always about climbing for it. Sometimes you just got to like fucking go straight through that barrier. And that's my mindset right now. Like right now, I am pushing through everything. Even things that I don't want to do. So yeah, look, I ain't even trying to say it's easy, people. You know, you know me. If you watch the channel for a few years, you'll know that I'm not about that. Like, it's easy. It's not easy. It's not easy, but life isn't easy. Like, to get everything that you guys want, and I'm not talking material stuff, and that can be added to the conversation, but just everything, just being okay up here. Sometimes you've just got to push through. Sometimes you've got to write small goals. I think that's part of the problem as well. A lot of people write these incredible lofty goals, and those goals almost just seem like a million miles away. Small ones first. Like, I've got a goal of hosting the World Cup, but I realized I wasn't going to go from 0 to the World Cup. There were small little things there first. The first thing started 4 or 5 years ago. Let me get a little gig on TalkSport talking about football, right? Because everyone knows me as the boxing guy. All right, let me get football. All right, now I need a couple of football gigs, right? So that was the next phase, and I was able to get a couple of football gigs. One of my first ever live football gigs was the Women's Champions League. I ain't turning that down. I don't know too much about women's football, but fucking studied and got it done. And then I was like, okay, I need Premier League football. That's the next one. And then I became the first black Premier League football presenter. I'm not bragging, it's just fact. And then I was like, okay, I need more football, big stage. And then I did the Euros final. A company in Africa reached out to me called Sporty TV. And they were like, Ade, do you want to host the Euros final for us? Do some bits around the Euros final. I was like, what? Doesn't get much bigger than that, right? I've done the Champions League. So basically what I'm trying to say is that it's building blocks to the World Cup. I'm not arrogant to think that I can just come from nowhere and do the World Cup. And no, building blocks to get to the World Cup. I wrote the goal down of the 2026 World Cup. Honestly, it must have been 4 or 5 years ago. And here we are now, a year out, and we're on target to it. We're close. So yeah, write goals down, be a bit lofty, but attainable goals as well that you can knock off one by one. Don't be stupid and fucking, you know, having never studied and you want to be a doctor. And then it doesn't happen and you're disappointed. Small steps, people. But trust me, and I hope that I'm living proof of, if you knuckle down, things are achievable. If you knuckle down. Like, again, I do, as you guys know, I have 0 qualifications. You know, I didn't go to university. College was a joke to me. I didn't do anything. My A-levels were a disgrace. But then I was like, okay, we just need to knuckle down. I'm not stupid. You know, I can, you know, get these goals if I knuckle down. And then I started to knuckle down. I had to say no to and goodbye to a few friends that weren't knuckling down and didn't want what I wanted. So you have to sacrifice a little bit. But yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there, man. You'll get there. You've just got to really just fucking grind, you know. Sometimes that's it, isn't it? Like, you know, we can sometimes I listen to these kind of motivational speakers and some of the things they say, and I'm like, fucking, sometimes it's just hard work. It's got to grind, and they say all this and all that and do this and do that. No, just grind. Like, just grind. Like grind as hard as you possibly can for a month. Just do that. That's all I ask you guys to do. Like, whatever your goals are and your aspirations, grind on them as hard as you possibly can for a month, and then see. And then you'll notice that you've made an improvement, and then go again the next month, and then the next month. It's why I do little things just like for my mental, like when I do like fasting. It's not because I want to lose weight or anything, it's just because I know how difficult it is, and it's a mental challenge, and I like mental challenges because they kind of send 6 different signals to a different part of my brain that I'm not used to using. So when something comes up that is a bit of a mental, you know, I know how to grind through it because I've been grinding, you know. So yeah, I feel like I'm waffling on a bit here now. Maybe I'm talking inwardly to myself here a bit, but I do want you to know that I go through some days, yeah, where I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, this is just some bullshit. This is just some bullshit. But I don't know, man. You know what it is as well, yeah? Like, with my goals, it's not even a money thing, you know? Ain't a money. Like, I've been broke. I mean, God forbid I get to the stage where I was a few years ago, but I've been broke. I know how to live broke. It's just an achievement thing. Like, my mum always used to think that I could achieve things when I was young, and I kind of let her down a lot, just by fucking around. So I'm like, I want to achieve something. Do you know what I mean? I want to do something. Like, being that first black Premier League footballer presenter, whatever, that was an achievement. Like, getting on DAZN, and to be fair, being sort of a presenter for DAZN, achievement. But the World Cup, yeah, just like, having watched it, like the 1990 was my first like World Cup watching, and Scalacci, Cameroon, Roger Miller. You know what I mean? You have these things etched in your brain. Gascoigne, Gary Lineker, Germany. And I'm like, wow. And we're close, people. I can't tell you, we're close to maybe sort of presenting a World Cup. We're close. We present the Club World Cup. That starts 14th of June. I look down. I don't know why I look down. I've not got a fucking calendar here. But that starts 14th of June. We smash that out the park. Smash it out the park. And then that's it, innit? Then we have to get the World Cup. Man, what a crazy story that would be. Like homeless at 18, 19, working for Islington Council up until my 30s. No degree in journalism, nothing. And I could host the World Cup. Don't tell me you people can't do it. When you hear that, don't tell me that there's things holding you back. I'm sorry. Don't give yourself excuses. Don't give yourself excuses. There are none. Your background, nope. I mean, don't get me wrong, colour in this industry, you could use that as an excuse. I mean, Jesus Christ, it ain't easy to break through, but people have broken through. No excuses anymore. Just gotta win. And I'm winning. And I will continue to win. My thing is I will outwork everyone. That's my thing. Like I might not be the most intelligent. I might not speak the best Queen's English. I might not be the smartest. Might not be the best looking in a suit. Although I do pull off a good double-breasted. But I will fucking outwork you. And that's got to be your mindset. Like, I'm just going to outwork you. And if you are from a background of less privileged, unfortunately, that has to be your mindset. Your mindset has to be, I've just got to outwork these guys because they are already above me when it comes to the food chain, and they're already above me like in the race for opportunities. So you know what? I've got to work twice as hard. And that's what I do. I work harder than everyone. Or at least that's in my mindset. Like I don't sleep very well. I'm getting better at it because I'm already thinking of ideas. I'm like, I've got a fucking notepad next to me and I'm like, my brain's thinking them and I have to get up and Anyway, let's finish this drive home. Let's get some food in the system. Let's get ready for Talk Sport. And have a good week, people. And don't forget to sign up to the newsletter. It's fucking amazing.